Okay. Now, you wanted £125,000, a lot of money, for 5%. So I assume you've got full patents and all this.
Patents have been applied for. We have 24 applications currently out there covering about 48 countries.
When did you apply?
2007.
2000. Any comeback, any feedback?
We've got no indication yet of whether they're likely to say yay or nay, but I've got some pretty good patent attorneys. We've spent a lot of time and money to date.
How much have you spent?
Approximately £100,000 so far on the patents.
It's a sure-footed start from Michael, but his answers have rung alarm bells for Peter Jones.
Michael and Peter, hello.
Hello, Peter.
At the start, I felt like you were actually trying to sell me a fantastic plot of land that's got full planning permission for all the house, but it now turns out that you're trying to sell me land worth £2.5 million without planning permission. I mean, the valuation was outrageous.
Well,
what was your criteria for assessment of that?
Look at the market. There's 100 billion units. Look at the unmet needs of the consumer. Ever since these were invented over a century ago, they've suffered from these problems. And we all, as consumers, have had to put up with them.
Michael, I completely get the issue. I cannot tell you how many times I've ended up with blinking greenfly killer dribbling down my arm because it's not coming out of the spray, it's coming out of the joint. And I thought, whippy, fantastic. But you don't have a patent.
Not yet, because that's just how these things go. But if I'd waited till I get a patent, it might be several years.
You spent £100,000 and you haven't got a patent.
That's correct, yes. Drug companies can take up to 7-8 years before they get a patent granted.
I absolutely understand how the patent system works.
Sure, yeah.
Michael's confidence takes a knock as the dragons expose the flaws in his business. Duncan Bannatyne is next to interrogate the inventor.
I think you're exaggerating the problem a little bit. But at the end of the day, this product is worth nothing unless the people who manufacture those bottles and those sprays buy it from you or license it from you.
We've approached 5 companies, and Anyway tubes have already gone out and they're in test. It's going to take a long time. They are large organisations, and we've been talking for 9 months now.
What extra will it add to the cost of the aerosol can to them?
Yes, a penny more, because we want a penny from the licence.
Do you supply this tube in a continuous tube?
Some want it on the rolls, and others want them in bits.
So you have no problem doing that?
No.
Well, it seems that at the end, it seems to be closed at the end, so that's what I can't understand.
That's right. When you cut it, you would also use an ultrasonic weld.
That must have a cost.
In terms of capital expenditure, maybe 20 grand on a production line.
I asked you about the cost, the extra cost to the manufacturer for your tube instead of that tube, and you never mentioned that.
I haven't gone...
Well, for me, that's where the problem is, because it's more difficult for them, it's time-consuming, and he has to pay a penny more. What's the point? So for that reason, I'm out.